Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today I thought we'd have a little look at some black metal. It's been a few days. I think the last one was the Profanatica EP, their new one, Wreathed in Dead Angels. Absolute banger. My favourite release of the year so far. Speaking of release, it is raining like a motherfucker where we are. Of course it is. It's England. But anyway, moving on. We're going to be talking about Floridian's Black Witchery. Oh yes. In particular, their album Inferno of Sacred Destruction. What the CD there, looking very fancy. Banging album. Really cool stuff. Bit of a mini LP, I would say, personally, but I don't make the rules, so who cares? Cool artwork there by Sickness666. I don't know who you are, mate, but you did a bang up job. Very, very cool stuff there. And it doesn't just end there either. You get that cool bonus artwork there on the back, and it's all throughout the booklet too. They put a lot into this release. So at the front there, you got your photos of them looking spooky, scary. Down at the I always imagine like they're down at the graveyard taking like these photos and stuff, and a torchlight comes on, and some old guy going, "Hey, who's there?" And they all just go, "Oh shit, it's the fuzz!" and run away, giggling, holding hands or whatever, whatever it is they do. Either way, look at that artwork, accompanied by lyrics there, and every song gets this treatment too. That's what I really like about this. Each one gets its own different picture. Nothing gets reused as such. Like even the arches that they're a little different. I think, are the arches different each time? Oh no, the arches are pretty similar. Yeah, different shades though. But even still, it looks really cool. But these big bits, these are always unique to each song. You've got this one over here too, with all that going on. Very much madness ensuing, as they just want to do. You get this really cool centerpiece. That's really cool as well. That all going on. I don't know if it's picking up the pictures all too well, but really, really cool artwork all through it. You've got a bit of naughtiness going on here. Look, there's breasticles and some sort of slap and tickle play going on, as they all want to do. This one's my favourite one. Really, really like this one, and it's because of these guys in the corner. Take a look at those. They're sort of like these skeleton dudes in robes and stuff. Kind of reminds me of Over the Black Blood by Beherit. But I just love that whole kind of aesthetic, with sort of wizardry, occult, undead kind of thing going on. Got all your fire and stuff, really. And then you get the big old photo of them at the back there, look. I like the old school kind of aesthetic, They're having fun. I mean, I personally think they look a little bit silly, but I know the context so well of the genre that I do tend to let it pass. I do think corpse paint's just a bit like, it was cool when Dead did it. It made sense because that was like his personality and he wanted to look like a corpse and stuff, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But let's talk about music. Going through all that artwork, probably made you thirsty for tunes. Got some photos on the back there. Now you've only got like 9 songs listed on here. Is it just the 9 listed or something? Yeah, because there's a couple of tracks on here. I think it's track 1 and track 4 are actually untitled instrumentals, sort of more like soundscapes than anything else, but they sound cool. But they're just not listed on the back, so you actually get 11 tracks instead of 9, whichever it is. Yeah. But you've got a Conqueror cover on here as well, Kingdom Against Kingdom, from their War Cult Supremacy album. Fantastic record by Conqueror. I think that was track 4, if I remember rightly. Probably way off, but still, let's do a video on Conqueror soon. I think we've earned it. But yeah, Black Witchery from Florida. Music-wise, what's the music about, Aaron? Well, let's get into it. So, are you familiar with bands like Archgoat, Blasphemy, Proclamation, early Beherit? This is pretty much that, but with its own flavour. It's not a direct clone or rip-off of any of those bands, but it's a nice blend of all five thrown together, so you get little bits of each one, but with its own little personality, which is really cool. And do you like blast beats? This has got them in spades, mate. Spades, shovels, pitchforks, the whole shed. Just bang, 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 bang. The man doesn't stop. He's a machine, is what he is. But no, absolute banger of a record. Really cool, sort of like fast. The riffs are repetitive, but that's part of the whole thing. You know, that's the sort of that black metal spirit in it. You know, they got that sort of repetition thing going on for effect, but it works wonderfully well. Like, and on the first listen, you might think all these songs sound the same, and you'd be totally forgiven for that, given that they're all really blasty, really fasty, and twice as nasty. But the more you listen to it and pick up on those little nuances on each of the tracks and everything, like these little vocal parts, and when you start recognizing some of the vocals and like the lyrics and things like that, each song really does come into their own. I know some people just want to throw a CD on and press play and be like, oh, that was really cool, go away whistling all day. You can totally do that. I do that. But if you do want that extra challenge, which I always love a challenge when it comes to the tunes, getting to know stuff like this is always worth it because you really do learn to appreciate it over time. And this sort of sound, that sort of harsh, just satanic, evil sound that it sounds like what it's singing about. You know, it's like when you like listen to a band like Rock Trevor or something, and you're like, oh, this is gnarly. Then you look at the lyrics and like, oh, it's politics. Okay, didn't see that coming, but cool, whatever. You hear this, and it's like, oh, this is one of those devil worshipping bands, surely. Oh, keep it away from mine Christian ears. Oh, yes. But no, this is the naughty stuff, and it comes across really, really well. Very, very nasty. You know, it's got that sort of feel to it where it's like, oh, I don't feel like I should be listening to this. This can only lead to bad things. I've seen many a horror movie start just like this. But no, absolute banging band. They got 3 full lengths. I've got all 3 of them, of course. But yeah, the reason I said this is more like a mini LP, and all of them are really, because they're all around a 20-minute mark. When you take away like the instrumentals and stuff, like the little soundscapes and whatnot, you do get about 20 minutes worth of music, which is perfect because you don't want an album like this going on for like 45, 50 minutes. It's like, fucking hell, we're there yet. Do you know what I mean? It's very rarely people can do that. Like Sarge Tannis is one of them. Their fantastic record, The Enlightenment. I did a video on that if you want to check it out. But yeah, fast, nasty, grindy, just straight up black and that sort of war metal thing. So you grind kids, don't worry, because you know war metal is the black metal subgenre of grindcore after all. So black and grind, the way it's meant to be done. In your face war metal, words like nuclear and holocaust and infernal and profanation get thrown around quite a bit on this record, as they usually do, but that's why we come in on it, don't we? And it's on Osmose, so can't be that bad, can it really? But yeah, solid back catalogue. Check out their split with Conqueror and their split with Witchery. The latter of those two, I actually still need to get my dirty little grubby mitts on. So I'll be keeping an eye on for that. But yeah, Black Witchery, make it happen. Absolute banging band. I've got the poster up there for a reason, you know? It's fucking oof. Get on it. Dirty stuff.